had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweet...
I was at a craft supply de-stash sale at the weekend, which is a bit of a mouthful. Basically like a jumbo sale, but it was all crafting supplies, and it was just in a little village hall in the middle of nowhere. And I thought, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm going to that. So I took my mum and we went along, and it was so busy, to the point where you couldn't get to the tables because they were deep with people, so you had to wait on a gap before you could get in. It was amazing. So I'm going to show you what I got. This is coming up a little bit darker than it actually is because it looks really dark blue, but it's not. So a big piece of fabric, £2, but that's really pretty. It's a lot more faded in real life actually. The colour is, I don't know why it's coming out so dark. And then I got this really beautiful piece as well, which I thought was so pretty, and it's nice cotton. I love ditzy florals, and that is just, oh, it's so sweet. It's such a big piece. That would be lovely as like a bedding. It's gorgeous. I got some supplies as well. So I found these gold doilies, which will be good for scrapbooking and journaling. Some little label tags, which are like little linen things. I got this really sweet trim. I just love the frilly edge on that, and I love green. No idea what I'll do with that, but I just thought it was so pretty. You could sandwich that between two seams and then just have the wavy line showing, or sew the whole thing onto something, but I've never seen anything like that before. It's really pretty. So I had that. I think that was 50p. I got a stamp. It's just some stars, which will be really handy. That would be great for decorating wrapping paper at Christmas time. And I got these labels, which are just really vintage looking labels, and they're from Lakeland, so they would have been really expensive. I think they were probably 50p as well, whole pack unopened. And I got these little tags. I've seen these on journals, you know, journal pages before on Instagram and Traveller's Notebook pages and accounts. I mean, not sure how I'd use them, but I think it's quite nice to have them sort of dangling in a journal. And I got a big tub of brads, which are, you'd probably know them as paper fasteners. They've got the little legs. There's all different designs in here, little patterns and stuff. I'm going to be making up some little scrapbooking sets, and I think it's really fun to have things like this in them because they're so easy to use and they're always really effective on a page. So I did go with that in mind, like things that I can use to make up packs and stuff as well. And then I spotted this in a box of fat quarters for £1, and if you know, you know. This is an Anila Hoey fabric from a few years ago, and I think it was from quite a popular range. So I thought for £1 I'll have that fat quarter. No idea what I'll do with it, but it's really cute with the little people on it. So yeah, that was my pile of goodies. My mum got a few bits as well. I have got a few other pieces, but I'm going to save them for like passing on as gifts and stuff. My mum is into using her die cutting machine, so she got some things for that and a stamp. She didn't get as much as me, but I did really well, and yeah, it was really fun. And I think they are, I don't know if they're nationwide events, but they certainly have them all over the place. And it was just called, if I can remember the name of the page, I'll put it on the screen. If you look them up on Facebook or the website, then you can see if there's a sale near you, because I know they were talking about other sales and ones maybe further like Glasgow way, or I don't even know where else they would be, but there might just be one near you. But it's fun getting some bargains.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, and started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like, ooh, baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song, and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweet, sweetheart, and how nobody can steal me away. Yeah, I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand. He held her close under the moonlight as they kept on dancing. And now they're singing their love song, and they sing.
I'm just coming to my go-to recipe when I've got overripe bananas. I'm using the apple banana spelt muffin recipe from the Deliciously Ella book. I'm not using apple, I'm using blueberries instead, just frozen blueberries. This one uses coconut sugar, which gives it such a nice caramelly flavour. These are so yummy. I've just got mashed banana and blueberry in there. I'm not adding chocolate chips. I think that the mashed banana and blueberry is just probably one of my favourite combinations. So I'm just going to make these up into muffins, and they will make perfect breakfasts. They contain a little bit of coconut oil and the coconut sugar, and apart from that everything else is like really healthy and good for you. So I don't feel guilty at all having these for breakfasts, and they go in the freezer and I take them out when I'm going to the palace or I want a nice morning snack. They are just perfect, and they go so good with like Greek yogurt, fruit, and a little drizzle of honey or maple syrup. So I'm just back from the gym. I'm going to put these in the oven, then I'm going to go and get a shower and get dressed, and then by the time I come down I'll have a nice hot muffin waiting for me, and I'll make a coffee and then get on with the rest of my day. I've just had a root about in the back of the cupboard for some paper cases, and look what I've found, these gorgeous Liberty paper cases, and they're so pretty. I'm filming this on Valentine's Day, and I think use the pretty paper cases, so I'm going to use them. I may not put roses in them, but it's nice, nice little set. I think I found this in TK Maxx actually. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous little set, so I think I'm going to use these, and they're gorgeous. currently in the process of trying to arrange to get my hallway, the stairs and the landing decorated. So as you can see, there's a lot of paint samples around. It's been, oh, really, I'm not going to say stressful because it's not stressful, but it's taken me a while to decide. And I think the problem is this blue wall here, it's duck egg blue just now, because that's the one that runs along the side of the stairs. It's not a wall that I could ever paint myself. It needs like special ladders or whatever that is that the painter uses. So if I get it wrong in terms of the colour, I can't just paint over it, like not easily and not cheaply, obviously. So I think that's where I'm feeling the pressure to get it right. But yeah, it's a duck egg blue just now, and it's got like loads of seasidey themed bits to it. But I want to sort of make it a bit more grown up, a bit more me now. So we're going to go for something a bit warmer. I really wanted like a pinky peachy, but not too peachy, but not too pinky. Just the right shades really. So I had quite a few samples here and I tried not to get too many, but it was more actually the neutral that caused me more trouble, because I wanted a warm neutral. And the first couple I got were quite cold, like greys, once they were up on the wall. So yeah, I came home with about 6 different sort of off-whites, but I've decided on one. This one's called White Pepper. I know on the screen it looks like what is there already, but it's not as different. It's a bit more sort of mushroomy, stony kind of colour to it, which is what I've been looking for. Don't want it to be too dark up here. It does go around the corner here as well, but there's not so much natural light, and I think as well because of the area that it is, the light does change throughout the day so many times, and I think that made my decision even harder, especially with the pink, because at certain times of day it's perfect, and then I was overthinking it and worrying it would be too dark and stuff, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be lovely, and it will really warm the place up a bit as well, as I said, and I'm going to change up some of the accessories too. What I'd really like is for a more natural sort of look, whether it's wood or there's an awful lot of, I think it's called rattan. So I'm going to look for new light fittings, croaky there, new light fittings, maybe some things for the wall, I don't know what yet, maybe change the mirror, I don't know, but I'll know when I see it. I'm going to wait until it's completely decorated before I start looking, and I'm just going to do it really cheaply. I'm not buying anything expensive. I'm just going to go to places like Dunelm, The Range, Home Sense, that kind of thing. I have looked in B&M already. They didn't quite have anything that shouted out to me as what I was looking for. I'll know when I see it, I guess. But I just think that with the change in colour, all the blue sort of seasidey stuff isn't going to go. So I'm just going to take this as an opportunity just to change things up a little, which will be nice. The painter was actually coming to fix the water damage from the leaks from my roof, which happened back in January, so I took the chance to ask him to do the other painting while he was here. Thought it might actually work out in my favour in terms of the price and stuff, because the roofer is paying for the ceilings to be repainted and the water damage to be covered up. So yeah, while he's here, I'm just going to get him to do that. He's coming next Friday. Obviously I'm looking forward to it, not looking forward to having a workman in the house all day, but yeah, it will be worth it. I'm really looking forward to it. So today I'm going to go out and buy the paint, figured out how much I need, figured out which ones I need, just hope the shops have them in stock. And I'm going to have to begin taking all the things off the wall. Luckily there's not too much, but I think I'm going to have to fill in holes and dents and things as well and have a little bit of a clean. So that's my Saturday afternoon. Not the most exciting, but yeah, if I want a new hallway then it needs doing. So I'm just going to pop out now, go along to B&Q. went into Dunelm yesterday. I keep wanting to call it Dunelm Mill, but it's not called that anymore. And came across the fabrics in their fabric department, which were all on sale. This one caught my eye first, and I didn't realise, but it's actually Cabbages and Roses, and it was down to £7.50 a metre. So I got a couple of metres of that one. This is for sewing things from a shop with. And then they had other colours as well. It's not the same pattern actually. So they've got like a black one and then a blue as well. So I got a metre of each of those. And then they had loads of offcuts in the remnant bin. So I got some of the spots here, the Clark & Clark spots. This is an Orla Keeley piece. I've only got a small bit of it, but that will make a nice project bag or even a pouch actually. And then I got this one. I do like to have neutrals, and I like the dots being all sort of random. This is actually a flat bed sheet, but it's 100% cotton, so will be perfect for sewing with. And it's double bed size, and it was down to £7, so that's a really good way of buying cheap fabric, and a really good top tip, especially when you get the plain coloured bedding sheets. If you're looking for a particular colour to sew with, have a look at the bedding sheets, and usually you'll get a couple of metres for about £10 or so, which is a really good price. I do keep an eye out in bedding departments a lot, and I'm not looking for bedding, I'm looking for fabric to sew with. I would say don't go for polycotton because it melts under the iron, and if you're going to be sewing with it, you want to be able to iron it to make it neat and sharp when you're sewing, so that would be a top tip. I did not intend to buy fabrics, but these were just too good to miss, and when I get new fabrics in, I do feel like it gives me a little bit of enthusiasm. I've just realised I've missed one out. Got this little geometric mustard as well, which is a small offcut, half a metre, and it's £1.50, so I thought that was alright. And that would be nice for lining things as well. So I did alright yesterday. I was looking for some housey bits like lampshades and stuff for once my hall's painted, just to get a few ideas, but it was mainly just fabric that I bought. Good afternoon. It's a very lazy Sunday afternoon here. I'm just back from the gym, just quickly dried my hair because I'm going to pop outside and do a bit of tidying up in the garden. There's an awful lot of dead leaves needing raked up, and I quite like that job because then you find all the bulbs underneath coming up. So I'm going to go and do that in a minute. It's pretty chilly though, but half an hour of that and I'll be quite warm I think, and then I'm going to come back in. Just wanted to come on and say that the lifestyle boxes were posted out last week, and I managed to get them all out, even the overseas ones, and all overseas orders are now out as well. I found a different way of doing it, so yeah, they were piling up, the orders were piling up, and it was just getting quite stressful having them all sitting there, and I am aware that my customers don't want to sit and wait indefinitely forever, so I've got them sent out. But if you are an overseas customer, just be aware that there will still be delays, so just please be really patient. It did feel like such a big weight off my shoulders, not only getting the boxes out but getting the overseas orders out as well. You'll have seen me packing a bit of the boxes up. Loads of my customers who've received them have messaged and have posted about them, but they've all been really good and haven't posted the contents, not that I've seen anyway, so that's been good because I know that obviously if you're in another country it might be a little while before you get your box. Do let me know when you get your box. I would imagine it could take about anywhere up to, I don't know, even like 6 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, don't panic. They have all got, or most of them have got tracking on as well, so if that's you, please be patient. There are a couple of boxes left. If you'd like one, go and grab one. If you need a Mother's Day gift for someone else, if you need something for your family to buy for you, if you need a little treat, if a friend needs a pick-me-up, these boxes are ideal, and the contents are all from other small businesses which I'm really happy to support as well. And the contents are all really beautiful products that I know you're going to love using. There's a couple of things in there that I've made. There's one sort of new thing to me that I've designed. I'm really pleased with it, so I hope you like it too. Yeah, there are yeah, there's a couple left in the shop, so if you want one, get one now. Don't have any more of the products left, so once they're gone, they are gone. And they are well worth the money. You're saving a fortune from like buying all the individual stuff as well, and everything is individually wrapped also, so really it is a huge treat. Now that I've got those out, I'm going to get back to doing a bit of sewing, can get back to a little bit of normality. I really want to get some project bags on the go as well. So this week ahead will be sort of getting back into normality in that respect as well. And yeah, it's kind of the final week and a bit of February, which is quite exciting. And then March next week, which is, yeah, spring's on the way. It's getting lighter, it's lovely. So yeah, I'm going to get out today. It's very grey, it's very cold, it's not an ideal day, but I'll hopefully find a bit of colour in the garden as well with the bulbs, so that will cheer me up.
Someone to save me, no, and don't come running and blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car, let me see who you are, who you really are, yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle, no, I just gotta know, if you're gonna leave me, then just do it.
For some strange reason, there are still some pouches left in my shop. Usually they sell really quickly. I've got these two with the bees left. Absolutely love the bee fabric. Went for copper dots, one of them with metallic, and the other one has this really sweet little floral. And I also have this dotty one left, which has the Harry Potter lining too. Thought that would be sort of a fun secret lining, given that it's the More Orders map. So they're in the shop now. If you'd like one, go and grab one. I'm in the process at the moment of putting together some crochet hook rolls. I'm just going to grab them. They're not finished yet, but some nice fabrics in there. And once I've got time this week, I'm going to have a play with the new fabrics that I showed you. Should be back to a normal sort of sewing week this week and get a few things done, which will be really good.